So we are ready to start with the next panel. We will discuss about how we redesign the traditional insurance products, having in mind that the customer require new adapted product, customer-centric, modular, and one on demand. I would like to invite on the stage the speakers. Let's start with Cristi Filimon because it's here. Please join us. Dragos, also please join on the stage. Welcome. Who is here also? Mr. Mihai Neacșu. Welcome. And Mr. Lucian Filip. Please join. Many of you already know these gentlemen, but I would like to let them to introduce themselves.
Thank you, Eric. I'm Cristian Filimon. I have 25 years experience in insurance. Now I'm leading the 24 broker platform, part of Life ISR Group. We are the leading platform to issue insurance in Romania. More than half of the policies in Romania are issued through our platform. So we have enough data to train an AI. Thank you.
I won't say anything, but it's not your data.
Yes. True.
The discussion are already starting.
Exactly. Please, please.
No, these are things that are not talking at microphone. So. Side effects.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, thanks for the invite. Hi everybody, my name is Dragos. I'm a friend with also Fabian, but also with Cerasela, Marius, some guys from the brokerage stage, because in my last 10 years I developed the business through brokers. So I have experience for 23 years in the industry, only sales and distribution. 20 years in Allianz Țiriac. From the 1st of January, I switched to Asirom as the chief sales officer. I work only in sales and distribution for all my life. So I am involved in this challenge in the market. And I'm really looking forward to discuss with you today's topics. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dragos.
I'm Mihai Neacșu. I work in insurance for more than 15 years. And I believe myself that I get to that knowledge to be able now to offer strategic legal consulting, mainly in distribution, but also in various other areas. Modular, on-demand, and user-centric products are new to me, I must recognize. And after making even short research, I believe that today on the market we really don't have such products, but I want to contribute to that development.
Good morning, everyone. Lucian Filip, OmniaSig, 22 years experience in insurance, most of the part in sales, distribution, 15 years experience as a broker manager of OmniaSig.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, we are old guys here. Because assuming all our experiences in the industry, I calculated that we have more than 100 years experience together. Okay, so today we want to discuss about the new approach or the new demand of the market from client perspective. So the client base are changing. They are coming with, let's say, new requests, simpler products, on-demand products, products that are more personalized on their needs. So basically, slowly but slowly, the market are changing and shifting from let's say a traditional one to a new one which is more personalized and digitalized. So from this point of view, I have the first question for Dragos. What's the biggest commercial challenge in repositioning the traditional insurance products for the digital first customer requirements?
Yes, very, very good question. This is your question, or you use? Yeah.
Here I have the tablet connected real time with the ChatGPT, so I have to confess that it's not my question.
I am not prepared.
But if you want, you can use the ChatGPT for answer. It's allowed. At least at this level, the insurance companies could use the AI for their businesses.
So basically, this is the question. It's super funny that I was invited 1 month ago or something to a workshop on AI due to our discussion. And the discussion was how to adapt and implement AI in our daily business and so on. So it was a workshop and everybody should participate with feedbacks. And at the end of the day, they wanted to centralize the topics and to have some conclusions and so on. So one of the guys that was invited there, they asked the AI and they put, basically, we had the screen and everybody saw live the answer. So one guy from the audience just took the question, put it in ChatGPT, and he just pasted it there, also with the Kratima. So everybody saw it and said, okay, what we are doing here? Basically, we ask the AI how to do it, we let the AI to answer how to do it, and we are just spectators of this show. So it was something creepy down there because, yes, it's very hard to adopt new technologies. And as far as you told me about the personalization and what is the biggest challenge, I think this is the biggest challenge, is to adapt and to try to personalize. Because we are now in a solution, and I'm talking about also Asirom, but as a market problem, in a solution of one size fits all. And this, regarding the behavior of the customer, is not a solution for the current days. Let's just take, for instance, an example regarding life insurance business, where now we have customers that they have trackers and they are more interested in their lifestyle, how they eat, how they sleep, how they work, how they do their workouts and so on. So if we can gather basically those kind of information, we can tailor-made offers for them. And this is super valuable information because we can sell insurance like a prescription. So basically, from my point of view, this type of personalization is the biggest challenge from an insurance point of view. How to adapt to the needs of the customers, but not only this, is that in particular, each customer has his own behavior and his own lifestyle and so on. So.
Thank you, Dragos. Lucian, you want to add something to the answer of Dragos? Because you are also on the sales side of the company.
I don't know. It's very good what Dragos said about that trackers and how to get data from the trackers. But first of all, we should see that there are a lot of people with trackers, but they don't care or they don't know about the capability of their devices. And for us to go there and discuss with them and get data, it's not realistic, I think, in the next 5 or 10 years. Because we tried different approaches in OmniaSig also, how to get data from different devices, from cars or other specs. And we discovered this real blockage on how to get this.
That is why it's the biggest challenge. And what I want to add is that it's a different story. People are people, cars are cars. And regarding the people, they want to adopt new technologies. They want to try new solutions in insurance because it's more for them. It's for their health, it's for their children, and so on. So, okay, they want something more and something more personalized. A car, it's a car, so you should sell very simple, not so tailor-made. You need to react fast in order to have your car insured. But in order to have your life insured, it's a different perspective because everyone in this room, it has a different definition of what life means for them or what happiness means for them, and so on. So regarding these tailor-made products or tailor-made solutions, I think it's very important to try to gather data or to switch information on, let's just say, sensible topics like well-being data regarding customers.
Christy, you are a technology provider company, especially for the insurance sector. How the strategy of Life is Hard will help, or the technology provided by Life is Hard will help this transformation in redesigning new and simpler products?
But first, we have to design and to look who are our clients. Yeah? In our market, we have this situation that 95% or more of the policy are sold by the consultants. Yeah? And under 5% of the clients, final clients, buy by themselves the policies. So if you ask me, the clients of insurance company or like a technology provider, my client is our consultants. Yeah? So if we define this, that our consultants are our clients, then we can attack the final client through them. So first of all, we have to fulfill their needs of our consultants. And this we are trying to do. Like I said, we have a lot of data behind in our history, so millions of policies. Through our platform, it's almost 5 million policies per year. So we have some data there. Of course, that we cannot use details of the data, like you said, that the data are, let's say, under our consultants and our brokers that use the platform have the data ownership. To be clear for that, because we discussed before. And yes, we have to train or to educate our clients. Like the previous panel was a discussion about how to get the clients and train them and educate them, but we have to educate them through our consultants. So our aim is to give our consultants that use our platform, that in this moment it's almost 10,000 agents there that using our platform, to have the necessary tools to sell to the final client the policies. And of course, like you said, in this moment, the time, it's the biggest challenge, because client wants something sophisticated, very high range, but to sell it in 5 minutes. It's not so easy, or it's very difficult to have a pitch in front of the client to have educated, high-value products in 5 minutes. So we have to use some models to help them. And I think, if we approach AI subject, that AI will substitute the consultant in very easy products like MTPL, maybe travel, and human touch will be on sophisticated soft skills and knowledge about.
Thank you, Christy, for your input. The technology is just a tool for delivering new kind of products. But beside the technology, we have also the legal framework that should support this kind of transformation. How the current legal framework support the transition for new kind of insurance products?
The most provocative issue will be, in my point of view, that within this frame, consultancy versus adequate sales. The more personalized the product is, the more the distributor might be considered as giving advice. So you have to put in place some triggers, some triage. This will start with the DNT. The idea is that once you go to consultancy, you can expect for stricter rules about conflict of interest, about remuneration, about how to keep records of the advice. So especially when you sell online, because those products are very much suitable for online sales, or even meant to be sold by this, you have to be very careful. So in my opinion, most of the participants, some of the participants here are selling online. You have to put in place some paths. Let's say one is the green one, just to put in place a DNT, which is simple, objective, exchange objective information, and expect also objective analysis, and that will be the adequate sale. You don't say to the client, this product is most suitable for your needs. Another path step will be when the clients, for example, don't correlate correctly to modules, let's say, or even you find inconsistencies in the DNT, how he or she make the checklist. And at that moment, also, I would make this separate from giving consultancy by just adding a need help, let's say, button, and giving instructions, not advice. And only in the last moment, whether the client willingly asks for consultancy, or your system just triggers some inconsistencies, only then to tell him, look, from this moment on, you go to another path and you'll be contacted immediately, I don't know, even chatbot, by somebody from the team. And of course, another issue will be how to adapt for every and each such combinations of modules, how to combine and be able to produce immediately IPs and terms and conditions that will be directly sent to the client once he chooses one or another combination of modules.
Thank you, Mihai. Lucian, if you could completely reset how OmniaSig design products, what is the first process you would change to deliver customer-centric products?
First of all, I will answer this question, and then I will try to provoke you on matter of data. But regarding this question, I think we should go to focus group with clients to see their needs and demands, and then to come back in the company and develop such product, because we are used to see us in the role of a client. We design the product as we think we are the client, and I think this is wrong. And we try in the last, I think, 10 years, different approaches in retail with small results, because being you in a role of client is not fit for this market. I think I will redesign the retail with focus group from the clients. And going back in the discussion, I think we are here, clients, brokers, technology, insurance companies, and we should discuss data ownership. This is the biggest challenge.
Exactly.
Let's say tomorrow, Dragoș will design a new tool for Asirom, an online platform with sales and services, and a client from, let's say, interbroker discover this platform, and he has a claim. He go directly online, he settle his claim, but also observe that Dragoș put there an travel campaign with 30% discount of the price. And he buy a policy from this platform. What should we do?
They're selling just subscriptions.
The ownership of the data, it's primary at interbroker, but now the client decide to buy something from this platform. We know about this client from interbroker. We should pay a commission, we should pay a lead, or we should pay nothing.
Indeed, a very good question.
In the end, I think Mihai can answer it legally, but
It is not a legal framework for this.
but in the end, the ownership of the data it's on the client. So client have FIDA will solve it.
It's not just about ownership of
Exactly.
data, it's also ownership of the client. It's a biggest
This is
challenge.
something else. Ownership
I
of
know,
the data.
I know the client from interbroker.
Exactly. But I think it's finally, it's, in my opinion, and of course, I think that is not just an opinion from tech or legal or business perspective, but I will give you from business perspective. I think it's a matter of think between the parties. Yeah? How the agreement contract or distribution contract has been settled between a broker and the insurer related to the client for these use cases. And also the legal framework comes in place.
Okay, let's complicate the situation. That client has a policy at interbroker, a policy at safety broker, and one directly to my company. Let's discuss the ownership now.
Now we will address the challenge to Mihai. But I will raise another challenge related to the AI. A client buy a policy assisted by an AI agent. So he will discuss directly with the AI agent. All the things are settled or completed through an AI agent. There are some issues with the policy related to some information from the policy. The client doesn't see these issues just when he has the claim. And the insurance company doesn't want to pay the claim because, for example, the information from the policy is not accurate. Yeah. Who is
Is liable
for that case? The company, the tech company who provided the technology, the company who used the technology, broker, other distributor, or the client?
I think it's a chain reaction. First of all, it's the broker who used the technology, then the broker will settle this claim for the company who has the technology because the company has a liability for that technology.
I have a joke related to the AI agents. You know why AI agents doesn't buy insurance products? Because they already know the risks.
Very good.
Okay, we are almost at the finish of the panel. If we have some question from the audience, please.
Thank you. Before asking the he paid me, yeah. A lot of money. Yeah. Now, before the question, I will just give you a sort of context, just to make sure that you don't take it personally. So, in the past 5-6 years, I was attending several international insurance gatherings or meetings, and I was stunned to see that there was very few, let's say, customer behavior and needs meetings to better understand what the people need in terms of insurance. But what struck me was last year, in autumn in Cluj, there was an event, and there was some people who presented the trend in consumer or customer behavior. 90% of the people left the room. Your company, your colleagues, other companies. So I'm very intrigued how you are going to rethink insurance products. And now I'm asking from a consumer perspective. How are you going to rethink insurance products if you don't stay and debate and better understand how the people expect the insurance?
Earlier, I just said that I will want to go to focus groups with the clients to see their needs. In the breaking before, I just discussed with one broker, Marius is here, and I had an example from Disneyland, Florida, which invested in 2006 $100 million in a new roller coaster. Was the most expensive at that time, and after 6 months, they asked for feedback from clients, and more than 60% of the clients said it's very, it's fantastic, the new costume of Mickey Mouse. $30 was the cost. That's why we need to discuss more with our clients.
I can tell you the answer. As a lawyer, I've seen that for 10 years. Nobody's paying for the consultancy. I heard yesterday about somebody said you'll pay to meet a person. Yes, in the world of AI and so on, you'll need to pay, and that was to be done for years. I'm telling you. So those directions will be dealt still by men, by a consultant, or human consultant, but for a price. So AI is cheap. Selling online is cheap, but interaction with a person will give the extra value, I think. Absolutely. So consumer protection, it will be done like this still.
Related on what you just said, for a price. I do business in Switzerland and do business in Romania. When I'm asking, and the Swiss really pay for consultancy and for information. When I ever ask for business insurance in Romania, the same package is 5 or even 10 times more expensive than in Switzerland. Why? The whole industry here doesn't pay, doesn't have the taxes and everything, and it's an asymmetric market where, of course, the insurer doesn't have that much information about the customers, but why in Romania the insurers do not pay for the information and for consultancy and for whatever, and still is 5 times more expensive, the same insurance? What's your... not building on what you just said, so Asirom, amnesic...
Okay, what product?
For example, even for just having insured if we do any damage through the software to our customers.
It's a liability.
Yes.
Our market is undeveloped, and we are, let's say, working with reinsurance. Mm-hmm. That's why the cost, because not being a large company in liability area, we have to pay more on our reinsurance treaty.
Okay, makes sense.
It's and also what I want to add, yes, it's in immature market. Basically, after 30 years from the revolution, we are not able to reach a critical level of penetration in insurance. So basically, the basic retail products. When I say basic retail products, I mean household. I mean life insurance. The level of penetration in household insurance, it's around 20%. What is the level in Switzerland or in the medium of...
And average premium also.
95 or so.
No. It's more than 50 in the Western European countries. If I'm talking about life insurance, below 15% of all the people in Romania are insured for life business. What is the medium in EU? Around 40 45%. So basically, we are in an immature market. We tried, first of all, to reach our retail customers. So basically, we are very competitive here. It's important to set the priorities. Yes, we are engaged in those trends like AI and regulation and so on, but let's see what our market can offer now. And of course, we can talk about the salespeople. And I don't want to talk about the salespeople from the brokers. I will tell you just a little bit regarding our own sales force, or the sales force of the insurers. Around 50 and legislation, but it's very important to understand that I think more than 50% of our sales force has an average age of more than 55 years old. So basically they are stay on the same portfolios, the same guys, so it's very, very hard to recruit people, it's very hard to penetrate other lines of business and other type of businesses. So it's related to the economic development of the country and the customer and so on. So there are lines of business in commercial business that we want to develop, but first of all we need to stick to the basics basically. And
yeah, retail. So, yeah.
Have you ever sold personalized health insurance depending on lifestyle, like in United States, for example? Personalized.
Can you repeat, please?
Have you ever sold or designed a personalized health insurance depending on lifestyle, like in United States, for example, as a product?
No, we didn't. Basically, this is our goal as a company, but you need to keep in mind that we talk about health business and life business, two different lines of business, very different.
Health insurance.
If we talk about health insurance, you need to keep in mind that health insurance started in Romania around 10 years or something.
Yes. But it will be a great savings for a company to fine-tune, to be able to fine-tune the product according to the perceived risk, lifestyle.
Yes, but you need to see also at the level of the market which is the competition. What are your competition? So basically in health business, my competition is not other companies. In Romania, in health business, my competition are the clinics, which are selling abos, abonnements, and so on. So this is a behavior or a situation that it's not in the Western countries. We don't see this kind of behavior anymore. So we don't have a critical mass of customers in order for us to engage in such a personalized solution. But in those
the subscription are already over 2.5 million, so it's already quite large critical mass, in my humble opinion.
It's quite large, but it's quite large in commercial business. So basically, health business is not related to retail. I think 80% of the health business is commercial business. So we have customers, big customers with thousands of employees and so on. So it's very hard there to came with the program. I think for the 3 or 5 years, our offered solutions are more tailor-made due to the fact that we receive feedback from clients and so on. But we don't have that kind of speed of personalization that the client wants due to the fact that we don't have a critical mass, and we stick just to one client and to see the solution per client, not as...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you also don't have data collection capabilities in that regard. Yes. Thank you. I already abused your time.
Regarding the trackers and so on that you said, first of all...
lifestyle is a very holistic domain.
We are at the beginning. In my case, Omnia 6 started to sell health retail product 1 month ago. Right now, we are struggling with brokers to explain our product. As my colleagues here said, it's a B2B2C. We have to convince the first B to go to
Because,
C.
for example, Romania is far behind the European Union, and the European Union as a whole is far behind the United States in that regard, as market penetration. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your kind.
Eric, if you allowed me a note.
Yes,
Because-
but the final note, because, sorry, we have to stick to the agenda.
We discuss about data protection, data ownership, that the consultant, the broker maybe do not know to sell high, let's say, sophisticated products. And I think this will be the first use of AI, not direct to the clients, that like an advisor for the consultants. An AI in your pocket, like a consultant, to teach you how to sell high personalized products, and then maybe we'll have an education for our consultants. Thank you.
And for
In time.
and for consumers only, also. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. A big applause for them.